I got distracted. But it's not a bad thing. For the past 4 months, I've been editing a collection of short stories I wrote last summer. You might remember this video. I had this checklist made around August to help me prioritize everything I wanted to do. Transcribe 7 short stories, read book 2, edit those 7 short stories, write book 3, first draft, edit book 2, draft 2, transcribe book 3, edit book 1, draft 5, read book 3. As you can see, things got delayed, but it's not so bad. I just had to push a few tasks back 3 months, but the hope is by the end of the summer, I'll be back on track. The cause of all this is that editing each individual 5,000 to 6,000 word story took longer than I expected. While time-consuming, writing 7 short stories wasn't a bad idea, but in terms of completing my trilogy, I didn't make any progress since last fall. However, I am working on a series, and there is a lot of world building involved. These short stories are fun exercises at expanding the world through other storylines in different regions and at different times in history. This creative expedition allowed me to explore the world I'm building more deeply and introduce some lore. It's also nice to have 7 completed short stories. Having shorter work at my disposal allows me to stay active and attempt to get them published in a literary magazine or anthology. I don't know, but there is something to be said about getting your work to a level where you feel comfortable sharing it. Additionally, I'm going to start looking for an editor for my series. The strategy is to use these short stories to audit editors and test different marketplaces. Whether I end up selling it or publishing it on my own, it's good to have polished stories ready. There's so much I could do with these shorter pieces that I don't really feel like I've wasted my time, even if nothing comes of them. Or perhaps this is the justification of a delusional man, and I've only added more layers to this already too big project. In one way, I've doomed myself to failure, but in another way, I'm still working on it. All of it. So as long as I don't stop, it's not a failure. Yes, it's quite a predicament I found myself in. I don't recommend doing it this way, but if it works, it works. I'm slowly chipping away at a giant project that just keeps growing, but I'm also comfortable at this speed. A lot is happening in my life, and I want to make sure I have time and energy for those things. Reading, exercising, and making these videos don't come easily. I would love help, but getting help can sometimes be more work if I'm not ready to handle it. This year, I feel like I'm going to reach that new level where I'm ready. I've created a solid foundation. I'm plateauing, so I need to push myself to that next level. That's very exciting. Last year, I felt a lot of pressure to get this project launched, but this year, I plan to enjoy the process more. And by enjoying it, I hope to take more risk. Last year, I was so stressed. I was frustrated and angry. I still am in many ways, but this year, I want to get out of that state and not lean on my creative projects so much for my happiness. It sounds strange, but if it doesn't have to be enjoyable, I can just enjoy it. There's a lot to do, and I'm on a long journey, so we'll see what happens. This project has been with me through 3 crazy years, so I don't feel a reason to stop. In many ways, I'm getting more fond of it. I haven't lost any motivation to work on this project. I'm just mentally tired from the past few years, and I need to pace myself to avoid burning out. Little by little, I hope to get it done. We'll see. That's the theme of the rest of 2023. We'll see. No pressure. Thank you for watching. My name is Elliot. I make videos about writing and the creative process, and I'm also working on this big project here. If you're interested in following along with that, check out this playlist and don't forget to subscribe.